this is always a conference that doesn't get enough appreciation. You look at the past, like, just recently you had Oakland's really fun NCAA tournament run with Jack Golke, just shooting lights out from deep, having a crazy game against Kentucky. And, this league has had many other teams pull upsets as well. Obviously you can even go back like Wisconsin, Milwaukee, made a Sweet 16 run under Bruce Pearl. Um, Butler, everyone thinks about them in the Big East. They were a Horizon League team when they made the national title back-to-back years. So, like, this conference always has a great legacy of that. And this year, I feel like it's a very good conference at the top. There's a lot of depth too. Wright State right now is the hot team. They've won, I believe it's 7 in a row now. The Raiders have been really on the roll. I'm definitely going to make it to a game there. I'm not sure when yet, but I'm definitely planning to go. Uh, Always a good program, but this year especially, they seem to be really, really good. Played a very tough non-conference schedule. Couldn't come out with some of those games, but they came very close, including notably nearly winning at Cal. You have Robert Morris, who was very competitive in the tournament last year against Alabama. They're still really solid. You have Purdue Fort Wayne took down Notre Dame. And they're right there sitting in the middle. Doug Gottlieb, Doug Gottlieb experiment actually does seem to have some wheels at Green Bay this year.
Right.
Like, man, last year, like, that seemed to be going so badly. And having a very solid year, and they're right there in the mix at the top of the conference.
This is a conference that I kind of hold near and dear to my heart because Oakland was in my final two when it came to deciding where I was going to go. I love Greg Campy. He's one of the best human beings you'll ever meet, but he's an unbelievable basketball coach. He's been there for 40 plus years.
Yeah.
I really, really, really appreciate him, and I, part of me almost wishes I would have went there. Detroit Mercy as well. That was another school I considered as well. That's always I've always appreciated that program as well. So and then we played against Northern Kentucky when they were Division II, so I know that program pretty well too. So it's a conference that, like you said, it never gets the recognition they deserve. Like Valpo was in that league and was tremendous as well. Obviously Butler. I mean, they were the cream of the crop for the longest time. You look at Loyola, UIC. I mean, there were so many really good teams in that league. That right now it's so competitive that anybody could win that league.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and like, Oakland, obviously, like they played a very tough non-conference schedule. Like they took on all takers, and I mean, they didn't come out of a win, but man, they came close a few times. They nearly, they played Purdue really tough on the road. Nearly came out with that one. Nearly beat UCF. Like, that is a team that you don't want to see in March. And obviously, NKU, they got a few good guys too. I got to experience them in person just last week. Obviously, we were very fortunate enough to be credentialed for that game when they took on Detroit Mercy. Um, Wells had an incredible game. LJ Wells going for 35 points in that one, and he put up 35 the hard way. It wasn't like he got hot from three or anything. No, he just had like a run where like he just kept taking it inside, was just more physical than Detroit was, and was able to go and get those tough points to get to 35. And they got one of the more interesting glue guys in Ethan Elliott that I've really seen. He's a young guy on the team, but actually, I noticed like during the game, like I was like, he's doing a pretty good job like helping to facilitate the offense. And actually, um, it was actually Coach Darren Horn's press conference after the game where he mentioned him, that he might have the best assist to turnover ratio in college basketball. Like most guys, if you're at a 3-1, like you're doing good. His is like around 10-1, I believe. At least it
Unreal.
was after that game. I'm not sure where it is after the Robert Morris game, but man, I mean that is an incredible assist to turnover ratio.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. And I mean, to be doing like, I think I remember he was like a freshman. So, like, to be doing it that young too is really incredible. Just like he never lights up the scoreboard, but he's one of those guys that just really helps facilitate this offense. And you got a lot of guys that have really stuck with the coach for a while. So I think NKU is one of the cooler stories in the conference.
And it's another venue, folks. If you're ever wondering, like, look up that arena. It's a beautiful, beautiful venue.
Yeah, absolutely. For Cincinnati based podcast, guys, get down there, go to a game. I highly recommend it.